This Bitcoin period is very important, guys. Be prepared. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are on this beautiful world. Whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, I have 2 epic news items, I have 4 epic charts, I have 1 inspirational quote. Let's quickly jump into the news because I want to keep it short but powerful. I still have some visitors, so let's jump into the news now. Bam! First epic news item, there's a huge domain name seller called Namecheap. It's one of the biggest, a domain giant, sold one single URL for $2 million in Bitcoin. Yes, even domain names are now being sold for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is entering the traditional online market as an asset that is used for payments. A $2 million domain name sold for Bitcoin. Who knows which domain name is sold for $2 million worth in Bitcoin? Let me know down below in the comments. For the ones that guess it right, the first 5 will get a free t-shirt. If you guess right which domain name is sold for $2 million in Bitcoin, you will receive a free t-shirt. That's the first news item. International domain seller accepting Bitcoins for domain names. Let's jump into the second news item. $17 billion Arizona State Pension Fund just announced they have $24 million allocated in Bitcoin through MicroStrategy. So yes, another pension fund allocating their funds in Bitcoin because they believe it is the best performing asset of the last decade and will be the best performing asset of the next decade. That's how those pension funds go from zero against to profitable, by investing in Bitcoin. Arizona State Pension Fund, a few $2 billion big, 24 million already in Bitcoin. I think the rest will follow very soon as well, because they will understand that Bitcoin makes more profit than the rest of their pension fund combined, guys. Simple mathematics is understood now by pension funds as well. All of them will go into Bitcoin. Bam! The third news item is that the 16th biggest country of the world, which one is it? The 16th biggest country of the world, it is Vietnam. Vietnam government just announced a 5-year roadmap plan for their government to start accepting and legalizing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading in their country. So in the next 5 years, all Vietnamese people, which is the 16th largest country of the world, are now allowed to use cryptocurrency, to trade cryptocurrency, to use Bitcoin, to buy things, to sell things. All of that will now be thrown in a legal framework by the Vietnamese government for all their people. 5 years, the next 5 years, to use crypto in a legal way. Yes, this is big news, guys. It's the 16th largest country. This is a shitload of people again that get legal access to Bitcoin. No questions asked anymore, no illegal multi-level tiny mindset anymore. No, now it's becoming true assets that everybody can use in Vietnam. Big news, guys. Now let's jump into the charts to show you what I see on the charts, where we are heading with Bitcoin, and what my target is for this next week, guys. Bam! The first chart for the day, guys, is this 4-hour chart. We can clearly see on this chart where the resistance is at the moment. I will make it a little bit bigger so it's more clear, I think. Look over there, that green line that I drew at 113,000 US dollar, that is the resistance. We can see it. Why? Because we had resistance over there, again resistance over here. This area needs to be broken. What is positive though is that we are creating this new upward trend. Like we can see from here, let's quickly draw it to there. We can see higher lows and we can see higher highs a little bit, so over there. So this is the important part, that we can see that we are trying at least. It's really messy now. Let me clean it a little bit up. So now you can see that we are trying to create this upward trend again from here. Look, higher lows. So this is good. As long as we keep these higher lows, I think it's very positive. The negative part though is that if we go and create this, and that will be the resistance line, that green line over there, the resistance, then the negative part is that we can see a pattern over here, which is a downward continuation pattern, because we have this long stick over here, the pole, and then this over there, which could continue or lead with a downward move over there. So the only thing we can do to not have that move is to go up, resistance, resistance, break out, retest, go to the next resistance. That is the move we need to invalidate this move, okay? Now, that's the first chart. Now we have two more other charts quickly over here. Bam, this one. This is a very important one because here you can see that the global market cap versus Bitcoin and the gold market cap versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin is lagging behind, but it always has been lagging behind. If you look to the global M2, this is the money supply, this green line is money supply, that is ending up at 170,000 US dollar per Bitcoin if this orange line would follow that gray line. Now, if we look back all the way to January 2024, that orange line has always been following that gray line, almost at the same time. At the moment, we had a small dip, that's this dip over there, we had it in Bitcoin. We should be climbing up and then getting near to that gray line, which would end up somewhere towards the end of this year at 170,000 US dollar. Amazing chart. Now, the same thing for gold versus Bitcoin. Gold is the black line, Bitcoin is the orange line with a 200-day lag. We can see that Bitcoin is doing exactly the same as gold. Exactly, and here we're going back to 2020. The 2021 market mania, Bitcoin did the same. The China crypto ban and gold, Bitcoin dipped. Here we can see all of these. The crypto winter, the US spot Bitcoin ETF approval, Bitcoin went up again. Trump wins US elections, Bitcoin went up again. Initial tariff announcement, Bitcoin went down again. But we are keeping on track with gold. We should be going a little bit more higher towards those areas towards the end of 2025 to be at the same level as gold, and that would again be somewhere around 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. So even the global money supply plus gold are telling us, yes, the target is around 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. Now, then we have this chart, which I think is one of the most important charts at the moment because you can see something very interesting. You can see that Bitcoin is not different. Every time it's making the same moves. Every time. Every time you have a top in July, August. We have a September pullback, and then after that we have a market cycle top. Then we have a bear market. Top in July, August. Then we have a September pullback. Then we have a market cycle top. Then we have a bear market. It's 2017. It was 2014, 2017. Now over here, 2021. Up in July, August. September pullback, market cycle top, exactly in Q4. And after that, the bear market. Please understand, top in December. Top in December. Top in November. We went up in July and August. We are witnessing a small September pullback. After that, we will create a new market cycle top, in my opinion, around 160,000 US dollar before we have a bear market ending at around 60,000 US dollar. Yes, this cycle was flatter than the other ones, but it doesn't mean we can't go up a little bit more to create a market cycle top before we have a 12-month bear market, guys. And this is all for the people short term, and even short term, mid term, like 1 year, 2 year, 4 year holding mid term. Long term, talking 10 years, 20 years, we only need to look at this chart. This is the last chart. This is the only one that you need to take a look at when it goes long term. And why? Because this one shows you how small Bitcoin is. We have a $2 trillion market cap. Gold has a $16 trillion market cap. Art has an $18 trillion market cap. Cars, collectibles, $6 trillion. Equities, 115 trillion. Real estate, 330 trillion. Bonds, 300 trillion. And money, 120 trillion. We can still take a little bit of the money, a little bit of the bonds, a little bit of the real estate, a little bit of the equities, of the cars and collectibles, a little bit of art and gold, and put that in Bitcoin and make Bitcoin a $20 trillion market cap. A $20 trillion market cap would mean from now times 10. That's $1 million per Bitcoin. That is long-term zooming out, guys. That were the charts for today. Let's now jump into the last part of the video. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those short-term charts, guys. Short-term, a lot of volatility, amazing for you traders out there. Congratulations again with all the profits that the algorithm also has made. If you want to join our Bitcoin family bot, guys, then go down below and check that link. Trade with sequence/TBF. You need to use the /TBF to get the discount on your trading costs and all that stuff, guys. So if you want to have your capital auto traded for you, for example on Bybit or OKX or any other exchange, use my link to sign up and then you will get a discount on your profit fees, guys. Now, long term, same target, 160K towards the end of this year. I'm not changing my target. I know a lot of influencers keep changing from 100K to 200K to a million to 500 to 300. I will be that stable factor in your influencer life that will tell you, no, I've been telling you already since the bottom, 16,000 US dollar, the top will be 160K. Since that moment, I've been telling you that, and I will keep telling you that until the charts prove me different. The charts have not shown me any signal that we will go way higher than at 160K towards the end of this year, guys. And yes, September was always a little bit of a dippy month, which we have done already, and now we're keeping it rather stable at the moment. October, November, December historically have been the most bullish months of the whole bull market. Check the charts. Every time, again and again and again. October, November, December, euphoria. I believe that that will happen now again. Euphoria will lead to 160,000 US dollar in the beginning of October, or maybe the beginning of November, maybe even in the beginning of November to give you a beautiful Christmas present again. But that 160K is still my target, still in play. Let's jump into the inspirational quote now. The inspirational quote for today, guys, is a very short but very powerful one. Die with memories, don't die with dreams. That's a very important one. Please listen to it. Die with memories, things you did do, and not die with dreams, things you dreamt of doing. Wrong way of doing it. Please do whatever you think that you should be doing. It could go wrong, it could go right, it doesn't really matter. You did it, it became a memory, it was an experience. You should be dying with a shitload of the experiences. Even if they are positive or negative, at least you will have that as a memory. Something beautiful you tried or did in your life, or maybe you achieved or succeeded in something that you did. But that's a positive memory or a negative memory, at least it is a memory. You don't want to die with dreams. I should have, I could have, I would have. That is dying with dreams. That's like, maybe I should have done that when I was younger. I dreamt of buying that car. I dreamt of climbing that hill. I dreamt of jumping with a parachute. But I didn't. And now I will die with still a dream. While I could have been dying with the memory of jumping with a parachute, with the memory of buying that car, with the memory of climbing that hill, with the memory of visiting a country. Please understand that time is your most precious asset. Spend that time in creating beautiful memories instead of thinking of what you could do, should do, or would do. Start doing it. Take that first step, grab life by the balls, the bull by the horns, and start to live that life to the fullest. Create a shitload of memories, not only for yourself, but also for your wife, your partner, your kids, everyone else. Memories will be way more important than all the dreams that you don't fulfill, guys. Please understand that when you grow older, you will understand. If you're a young guy watching these videos, that is the lesson I can give you. You don't know how much time you have. Everybody thinks he will grow old. There is no guarantee you will grow old. You need to grab life by the balls now and live to the fullest and create a shitload of positive, cool memories. Not dreaming every day about the things that could become a memory. That's completely the wrong way. You should do it the other way. Now, that was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news, the charts, and about the last quote? Well, the sun starts to shine in my face. That's why I come that close, not to show you my face, but the sun is a little bit too bright over here, guys. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. And see you on Friday again at the next video, guys. Bam.